Friends, welcome again. Today my topic of discussion is the second video of MCQ with answer from the novel David Copperfield by Charles Dickens. I will provide answers directly, without options, to save the time. In this video also, I will provide another 40 MCQ. Today, let's start from the question number 41. Question number 41. Who helps David secure a position as a proctor? The answer is Mr. Spenlow. Question 42. What does Mr. Dick obsessively write about? Answer is King Charles I. 43. What name does David call his first wife, Dora Spenlow, affectionately? Answer, Little Blossom. 44. How does James Steerforth manipulate little Emily? Answer, he persuades her to elope with him. 45. Who is Miss Morcher, and what role does she play? Answer, a hairdresser who warns David about Steerforth's behavior. 46. How does Ham Peggotty die? Answer, in a shipwreck while trying to save someone. 47. What is the name of the boarding house where David stays in London? Answer, the Grace Inn. 48. Why does David dislike his time at Salem House? Answer, he feels homesick for Peggotty and his mother. 49. What is the occupation of Ham Peggotty? Answer, a fisherman. Question number 50. Who is the lawyer that employs Uriah Heep? Answer, Mr. Wickfield. Question number 51. Who influences David to leave his job in the wine warehouse? Answer, Betsy Trotwood. 52. What does Steerforth do to little Emily's reputation? Answer, he elopes with her and then leaves her disgraced. 53. What does Betsy Trotwood lose during the novel? Answer, her savings. 54. Why does Dora Spenlow struggle in her marriage to David? Answer, she is immature and unable to manage household responsibilities. 55. What does Mr. Dick help Betsy Trotwood with? Answer, calming her nerves during stressful times. 56. How does David finally achieve success? Answer, by writing novels and earning recognition. 57. What is the symbolic significance of the shipwreck? Answer, it represents the destruction caused by Steerforth's arrogance. 58. What does Betsy Trotwood do when she learns of David's struggles? Answer, she takes him into her home and supports his education. 59. What is Uriah Heep's defining characteristic? Answer, false humility. 60. Who saves Emily from further disgrace after she is abandoned by Steerforth? Answer, Mr. Peggotty. 61. What is the name of the schoolmaster at Salem House? Answer, Mr. Creakle. 62. Why does Betsy Trotwood initially reject David as her heir? Answer, she is disappointed that David is not a girl. 63. What does James Steerforth call David? Answer, Daisy. 64. What event prompts David to leave London and travel abroad? Answer, Dora's death. 65. How does Agnes feel about David throughout the novel? Answer, she is secretly in love with him. 66. What is the relationship between Ham and little Emily? Answer: cousins and childhood sweethearts. 67. Who takes over Mr. Wickfield's business under fraudulent pretense? Answer: Uriah Heep. 68. What motivates Mr. Peggotty to search for little Emily after she leaves? Answer: a desire to restore her honor. 69. What role does Miss Murdstone play in David's early life? Answer: she is his stepfather's sister, and enforces strict discipline. 70. How does David come to know Agnes Wickfield? Answer: she is the daughter of his employee. 71. Why does Mr. Peggotty decide to emigrate to Australia? Answer: to give little Emily a fresh start. 72. What happens to Mr. Micawber at the end of the novel? Answer: he becomes successful in Australia. 73. How does David feel about his time working at the wine warehouse? Answer: he resents the humiliation and hardship. 74. What is the primary theme of David Copperfield? Answer: the triumph of love, integrity, and perseverance. 75. Who is the primary antagonist in the story? Answer: Uriah Heep. 76. How does Mr. Peggotty react to little Emily's betrayal? Answer: he searches for her tirelessly and forgives her. 77. What does David inherit from his Aunt Betsy Trotwood? Answer: her house and wealth. 78. What lesson does David learn from his relationship with Dora? Answer: true love requires maturity and understanding. 79. What does the novel's original title, The Personal History, Adventures, Experience and Observation of David Copperfield the Younger of Blunderstone Rookery, signify? Answer: the comprehensive nature of David's life story. 80. Who are the Micawbers indebted to throughout the story? Answer: multiple creditors. Friends, here is the end of the second video of the MCQ on David Copperfield. Third video of the MCQ is coming soon. Thank you. Hope to see you in the next video.